This is where we're going to discuss final thoughts, where we're going to get the food for our brain, feeding our brain section. A book that I've been consuming that I digested over this last period during the creation of episode 3 was a book by Robert Greene, and it's a book called Mastery. You guys can get it on Audible. If you haven't used Audible lately, you get 2 free books. I highly, extremely recommend it. So Simeon, why Mastery? What's so great? I had heard and seen many successful creatives mention this book, Mastery, and it was on their must-read short list. And it just kept popping up, and I said, okay, I got to check this book out. I got to see what the hype's all about. So with this book, Robert Greene takes us on a journey. He examines the life of great masters over the course of history. He dives deep into the life of Leonardo, Einstein, Freddie Roach, the great boxing trainer, Charles Darwin, Henry Ford, and many, many others. And so he takes a look at common threads throughout these people's lives. One of their common threads was failing, perseverance after failing, continual education, being humble enough to ask for help or seek out the advice of education from others when they knew they didn't have all the answers. It was a common thread of a continual exploration, a continual search for taking themselves to the next level, a hunger, a deep, deep burning hunger. One of the things that he kind of touches on in the book, there's one of these people, and I'll put their name right here. I apologize, I can't remember, but this is their name. And this person went to the Amazon jungle, and he was sent to decipher. He was a missionary, and one of his main goals was to translate this ancient dialect that was still spoken, but it was so off the beaten path of any other language that's spoken in the world. No one had been able to break it or understand it. So they sent him there, and many other people had tried, but they hadn't come close or even broke it down. And so years and years go by. This man does break it. He does find the correlation between his language and this native tribe's language. But what he discovered during that time was, in order to learn and grasp this knowledge, he had to think like a child. Think like a child? How's a child going to figure it out? A child is vulnerable. A child is about to die, right? If a child doesn't learn and listen to their parent, they will die. They need their parent for food, for shelter, for comfort, for love. So as a child, we are so open to understanding. We are open to receiving knowledge. But as we grow into adults, what happens? Ego. Our ego gets in the way and prevents us from taking ourselves to the next level. And so through this book, they talk about that. Why are children able to learn so much more rapidly than adults? Oh, it must be because the human brain, whenever it's, in its infancy, it can just take in more knowledge. That's not true. The human brain is the most powerful tool on the face of the earth. And it can learn, and it is capable of learning until we're dead, barring any disease, right? So the difference is ego. And so to stay hungry and to stay on the quest for knowledge and advancement, we have to live as children. We have to be humble. We have to say, maybe I don't agree with everything this person's teaching me, but what knowledge can I gain from them? We have to be humble enough to listen to a master while we are apprenticing. okay? We have to listen to them while we are coming up, and we have to say, wow, I don't know everything. I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to glean as much information as I can from them, and I'm going to soak in their knowledge, okay? So it's just an incredible, incredible book that, guys, I highly recommend that you check it out. It is absolutely on my short list of recommendations of must-reads. And talking about the children, so to become a master, we must live as a child. That also correlates with a verse from the Bible. We cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. We cannot enter the kingdom of We cannot enter the kingdom of heaven unless we are as a child. Same thing. We have to let go of our ego. We have to let go of we know everything. We have to let go of we are better than everyone. We have to let go of I have all the money, me, all of this. No. The key to life, the key to achieving and reaching our full potential is humility, vulnerability, a continual hunger for knowledge, and love. Guys, my name is Simeon Hendricks. This has been episode 3 of Steady Focused. Please keep the two-way conversation going. I want to hear from you. I'd love to hear some systems you have in place in your life. I'd love to hear some systems you'd like to put in place in your life. Let's be accountability partners here, okay? I'm on a quest to be the best human that I can be, to be the best photographer, to be the best filmmaker, to be the best teacher, and the best student. So, guys, let's use this. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Make sure to check it out on YouTube if you like to watch, or on Facebook. And if you like to read the notes, steadyfocused.com/3. Until next time, my name is Simeon Hendricks, and this is Steady Focused.